Did you know McDonald's serves millions of Big Macs every single day around the world? That's a lot of burger goodness. But have you ever wondered what really goes into making those iconic Big Macs? From the factory to your plate, let's find out what's behind the burger and if it's really worth the bite. Before diving into the meticulous production process behind the Big Mac, let's rewind to the 1960s and trace the origins of this fast food icon. Introduced in 1967 by Jim Delligatti, a McDonald's franchise from Uniontown, Pennsylvania, the Big Mac was a bold innovation in an era when McDonald's was already a rising star in the fast food world. The company had perfected the assembly line approach to food preparation, making its service quick, efficient, and reliable. However, it faced increasing competition from other chains that were offering double patty burgers. McDonald's had a single patty standard at the time, and to stand out from the growing crowd, something new and innovative was needed. Jim Delligatti's solution was a two-patty burger that stacked higher than the competition, but with a twist, a unique middle bun. This secret structural component allowed the Big Mac to hold more ingredients without being overwhelmingly large. Initially envisioned as a limited-time offer, the Big Mac was an instant success, quickly gaining popularity. Within just a few years, McDonald's was selling over 100 million Big Macs annually, and the burger's fame spread like wildfire. What set the Big Mac apart wasn't just the ingredients, but the burger's simplicity and consistency. The combination of two all-beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, and onions, all nestled between a three-part sesame seed bun, offered a balance of textures and flavors that resonated with customers. By the 1970s, the Big Mac became a staple on the McDonald's menu, and in the decades that followed, it would cement its place as one of the most beloved and recognizable fast food products in the world. But history is just the beginning. Now, let's dig into how this iconic burger is made step by step, turning it into the phenomenon we know today. The foundation of the Big Mac, as with most hamburgers, is the beef. But not just any beef, it's the carefully selected, specially processed beef that makes a Big Mac. Let's talk about where this beef comes from and how it's prepared for mass production. McDonald's sources its beef from large-scale commercial cattle ranches that focus on providing the highest quality, most consistent beef possible. While some people may picture small, family-owned farms, McDonald's relies on industrialized operations that can meet the enormous demand for beef needed to supply thousands of restaurants worldwide. The beef used in Big Macs is typically sourced from grain-fed cattle. This means that the cattle are fed a diet that includes grains like corn, which helps them grow faster and gain weight more efficiently. Grain feeding also affects the flavor and texture of the beef, as it encourages the marbling of fat in the meat, which is essential for creating that juicy, flavorful bite that customers expect from a Big Mac. Once the beef is sourced, it's processed in large meat processing plants, where it's ground into a fine texture and mixed with leaner cuts to achieve the ideal fat-to-meat ratio of about 80-20. This ratio is important because it strikes the perfect balance between flavor and juiciness without being too greasy. While this might sound simple, it's the science behind the fat content that gives the Big Mac its unique taste. After the beef is mixed and ground, it's formed into uniform round patties that weigh about 1.6 ounces each. These patties are then flash frozen to lock in their freshness and preserve their texture during shipping and storage. Flash freezing is a crucial part of the process, as it ensures that each patty retains its quality from the factory to the grill at your local McDonald's. This quick freezing process also helps maintain the juiciness and flavor of the beef when cooked. After the beef arrives at the processing plant, it's time to shape those patties. This step may seem straightforward, but there's a great deal of precision and automation involved to ensure every Big Mac is uniform and consistent. The beef mixture is passed through machines that shape the meat into round patties, each weighing exactly 1.6 ounces. The patties are carefully sized to fit perfectly on the Big Mac bun, which is important for both the burger's aesthetic and the consistency of its flavor. The machines used in the process are highly automated to ensure the patties are evenly distributed and have the same thickness, size, and texture. Once the patties are shaped, they're moved onto a conveyor belt where they're flash frozen. Flash freezing not only helps preserve the meat's flavor, but also makes it easier to transport the patties across long distances, which is essential for McDonald's global operations. By the time the patties reach your local McDonald's, they are ready to be cooked, sealed in their freshness, and ready to become part of the Big Mac you know and love. Now that the patties are formed and frozen, it's time to cook them. McDonald's uses large flat-top grills to cook the Big Mac patties. These grills are designed to quickly and evenly cook the patties while locking in the juicy flavors that make the Big Mac so satisfying. The patties are placed on the grill, where they're cooked on both sides. McDonald's prides itself on its quick cook approach, which ensures that each burger is cooked to perfection without drying out. The flat-top grill is key to creating the signature sear on each patty. The high heat helps the patties develop a slightly crispy exterior while keeping the interior moist and juicy. This perfect balance of texture is what sets McDonald's apart from other fast food chains and is a huge part of what makes the Big Mac so iconic. Each patty is only flipped once during cooking, allowing it to maintain its shape and consistency. This method also helps to preserve the juices within the beef, ensuring that when you take a bite, you get that satisfying burst of flavor. Now that the beef is cooked, it's time to move on to the buns, the unsung heroes of the Big Mac. The three-part bun is one of the defining features of the Big Mac, and it's more than just a simple vehicle for the beef. Each bun is made with great care to ensure the right texture and consistency. The buns are made from a mixture of flour, yeast, water, and other ingredients. The dough is processed using highly automated machines that ensure each batch is identical. After the dough is mixed and proofed, it's shaped into individual pieces, which are then baked into perfectly round buns. The most unique part of the Big Mac bun is the middle layer, which separates the two beef patties. This middle bun is essential for the Big Mac structure, giving it that signature three-part configuration. After baking, the buns are toasted lightly on the grill, which helps to firm them up and adds a subtle crispness that holds up to the juicy beef and fresh toppings. Like the beef patties, the buns are flash frozen after baking. This helps preserve their freshness during transport to McDonald's locations around the world. When you order your Big Mac, the buns are defrosted, toasted, and ready to sandwich that perfectly cooked beef. What would the Big Mac be without its signature sauce? McDonald's Big Mac sauce is one of the most iconic condiments in the fast food world, adding a creamy, tangy kick that sets this burger apart from others. The exact recipe for Big Mac sauce is a closely guarded secret, but it's widely believed to contain a blend of mayonnaise, mustard, relish, and a mix of spices. The sauce is produced in large batches at McDonald's facilities to ensure consistency and flavor. Every Big Mac gets a generous helping of sauce, carefully spread on both the top and bottom buns. The amount of sauce is carefully measured to maintain the same taste experience across all Big Macs. While the sauce may seem like a simple addition, it plays a major role in the Big Mac's success. The creamy texture complements the savory beef, while the tangy flavors provide the perfect contrast to the rich, fatty meat. Now it's time to add the finishing touches, the toppings. The Big Mac isn't just about the beef and sauce. It's also about the fresh, crisp vegetables and cheese that complement the meat and bring everything together. Lettuce is shredded fresh at each McDonald's location to ensure it stays crisp and tender. The pickles are sliced thin and kept in brine to maintain their freshness. 2 slices of American cheese are placed between the layers, ensuring that every bite is as cheesy and gooey as the next. These toppings are carefully chosen for their freshness and texture. The lettuce adds a crisp crunch, while the pickles offer a tangy bite, and the cheese helps to bind the layers together. Together, they create the perfect balance of flavors and textures that define the Big Mac experience. Like most mass-produced food items, the Big Mac uses a number of additives and preservatives to ensure it maintains its quality and consistency. While McDonald's ensures that the core ingredients beef, cheese, lettuce, and sauce are as fresh as possible, preservatives are added to ensure everything stays fresh during long-distance transport and storage. For example, calcium propionate is used in the buns to prevent mold, and MSG monosodium glutamate is added to some components to enhance flavor. These additives help preserve the food without compromising its taste or texture, which is essential for a fast food chain serving millions of customers each day. From the carefully sourced beef to the freshly toasted buns, the Big Mac is a product of precision, consistency, and innovation. Each step of its production process, from the farm to the factory, the grill to the bun, ensures that every Big Mac delivers the same satisfying experience every time. So the next time you bite into a Big Mac, remember that it's more than just a burger. It's the result of decades of innovation, quality control, and attention to detail. Whether you're a Big Mac enthusiast or a newcomer to the iconic burger, one thing's for sure: the Big Mac isn't going anywhere. Let us know what you think of the